3 and area of section number 3. These are the varying cross section. See the area of section 1, 2, 3. This is the varying cross section area. Means what? Section 1, section 2, and section 3 does not having the same area. Means with the help of that, suppose such types of problems are given in the examination. How to solve the problems? The output in this problem, what is output, how to which parameter we have to calculate. Same with this formula, or with this type, we can calculate the sigma, that is the trace, strain, and elongation, or sometimes given the extension. Means what? In chapter number 1, type number 1, type number 2, type number 3, type number 4, number of types are there. In every type we have to calculate the sigma, that is the trace, that is the strain, and elongation of rod. But in problem number 1, we have just calculated sigma. Trace is equal to force upon area. Force is given, area. With the help of diameter we can calculate the area. That is the strain, sigma upon E. Already we have calculated the sigma. E is given in the problem, so sigma upon E, we can calculate the strain. Elongation, delta L, is equal to PL upon AE. With the help of this formula we can calculate stress, strain, and elongation. Now in type number 2, suppose in they are giving the varying cross section area, that is the A1, A2, A3. This is the varying cross section area. Before solving this problem, we have to see the some little bit theory. Now analysis of bar of varying cross section area. Consider a bar different length, area of cross section area, cross section and diameter. Means what? They have considered bar made up of different material, different length, and different cross section shown in the figure. In such cases, each section is subjected to some axial load. In this problem, they are giving the load, that is the P is the common for all section. The traces, strain, and change in length for each section will be different. Suppose we have to calculate the sigma 1. Sigma 1 means what? Sigma 1, it is the stress in section number 1. Sigma 2, it is a trace in section number 2. And sigma 3, it is a trace in section number 3. This is sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. Already in type number 1 only we have calculated the sigma. Only sigma is the common. But here sigma, it depends upon the area, cross section area. What the formula? Common formula for trace is equal to force upon area. In this problem, force will be the common. P is the value of P is the common, but area will be the different. So sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3 are the different for each section. Means what? Depends upon the area. Area will be changes according to sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3 will be changes. So how to calculate the sigma 1? This is sigma 1 is equal to applied force, it is a common, P divided by A1. Similarly, sigma 2 calculated, P divided by A2. P is the common force applied on the cross section area. It is a common force. So P upon A2. Similarly, P upon A3. With the help of this formula, we can calculate the sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3. Every problem we have to calculate the value of sigma, strain, and elongation. Now sigma 1 we have calculated, sigma 2 we have calculated, sigma 3 we have calculated. P upon A1. P, it is the load. Always in the problem they are giving the value of P. And how to calculate the A1, A2, A3? They are giving the problem diameter D1, D2, D3. With the help of D1, D2, D3, we can calculate the A1, A2, A3. This is the area of section number 1, area of section number 2, and area of section number 3. With the help of this A1, A2, A3, P, we have calculated the sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. What is the sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3? These are the traces. Sigma 1, it is the trace in section number 1. Sigma 2, it is the trace in section number 2. And sigma 3, it is the trace of section number 3. Sometimes, always keep in mind, every problem they are asking the calculate traces in each section. Calculate traces in each section means what? We have to calculate the sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3. Second question, they are asking calculate the strain in section 1, calculate the strain in section number 2, and calculate the strain, that is the strains in each section, that is E1, E2, and similarly E3. Sometimes they are giving two sections, sometimes they are giving three sections, and sometimes they are giving the four sections. Depending upon the section, we can take A1, A2, A3, A4. Sometimes we can take A1, A2. Depending upon the section, we can take 1, 2, 3 section. We have to divide. How to calculate the strain in section number one? The basic formula of strain, that is the change in length upon original length, or change in dimension to the original dimension. For section number one, this is the section number one, this is section number two, and this is section number three. How to calculate the strain in section number one? That is the basic formula, delta L, or we can say that this is the delta L1 divided by L1. This is delta L1 means what? Change in length of section number one, and this is the original length. In this problem, they are giving the original length L1. How to calculate delta L1? How to calculate delta L1? Or instead of E1, we can use the formula, strain is equal to stress upon strain. Basic formula, strain is equal to stress upon strain. Already we have calculated the sigma 1, that is the stress in section number 1. Take sigma 1 and we can take E1. How when we can take E1, E2, E3? Keep in mind, E, it is the Young modulus of elasticity. It is the property of material. It depends upon which types of material we are taking. Sometimes in problem they are giving all sections having the same material. Suppose in a problem they are mentioned that all materials having all sections having same material. That time, for every section, take the E1 is equal to E2 is equal to E3 is equal to E. Means what? Whenever in the problem they are giving uh, elasticity or Young modulus, when you have to take the E1 is equal to E2 is equal to E3 is equal to U, whenever material for all section should be same, in that case we can consider E for all sections should be common. But sometimes in the problem they are giving material 1 made by steel material, section 2 made by cast iron material, again section 3 made by aluminum material. In that time material will be changes, according to that value of E will be changes. So in that time we have to take E1 is equal to different value, E for steel, E for aluminum, and E for cast iron. Means what? Keep in mind, suppose they in examination they are giving the E common for all section. In that time we have to take only E. But sometime they are giving all section made up by different material. In that time, depending upon the material value of E should be vary, and in that problem they are giving the different value for E for steel, E for cast iron, E for carbon material. According to material, we have to take the value of E. Next, uh, we have to calculate the value of strain for section number 1. We have calculated the value of strain for section number 2. We have calculated the value of section number 2. Now we have calculated the sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. We have calculated this E1, E2, E3, that is the strain in section 1, section 2, and section 3. Now how to calculate the elongation for whole rod? We have taken different diameter or different cross section area. We have taken the rod. So how to calculate the extension or elongation of the rod? Sometime in examination they are asking to calculate the total elongation, extension, or change in length. These are the three words similar to each other. Depending upon the question, we have to calculate the delta L1, delta L2, and delta L3. Now I think we know how to calculate the stress and strain. Now this is the theory part. This is a very simple theory. No, they are not asking in examination. Write down some theory part related to the problems on bar of fairing cross section. This is the theory part useful for the solving the problems. Now, any problems for what is the changes in cross section area? We have considered a bar having varying cross section, different length, different cross section, and different material. In such cases, each section is subjected to the same axial load P. The traces, strain, and change in length for each section will be different. Keep in mind, whenever we are varying the cross section, that time each section having stress will be different, strain will be different, and total deformation will be different. Now we have seen the how to calculate the sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. That is the P upon A1, P upon A2, and P upon A3. A1, A2, A3, these are the area of each section. Now strain, how to calculate the strain? E1 is equal to, what is the basic formula? Strain is equal to, or strain is equal to stress upon E or sigma upon E. Already we have calculated this value of sigma 1. We know the value of E. With the help of sigma and E, we can calculate the E1, E2, and E3. Now, only problem for calculation of deformation. How to calculate the delta L1, delta L2, and delta L3. What the delta L1? Delta L1 nothing but elongation or change in length for section 1. What is the delta 2? That is the change in or elongation of section number 1. Delta L2, delta L3, and this is the delta L1. How to calculate delta L1? We know that what is the formula of delta L? That is the PL upon AE. This is the basic formula. PL upon AE. P, it is the applied force. L, the length of that section or length of that rod. A, that the area, and E, it is the elasticity. Now we have to calculate the value of delta L1. That is the change in length or elongation of section number 1. What is the formula? We take same formula, PL upon AE. P is the common, because of all section we have applied force. P is the common, so there is no changes. We can take at it is P. Instead of we are calculating the value of delta L, means instead of L we can take L1. What is the A? That is the, we can, instead of A we can take E, A1. Now in problem they are giving the value E is the common. That time our material of section 1, section 2, and section 3 should be same. In that case we can take E is the common. But some cases we are considering the section 1 made up by aluminum material, so in that time value of E we can take E based to the AL, that is the E for aluminum. And these are the constant value they are giving in the problem. So we can put the value of P, L1, A1, and E for aluminum, and we can calculate the delta 1. Similarly, we can calculate the value of delta 2. Same formula, PL upon AE, PL upon AE, but P is the common. Instead of L, we can take L2. Instead of A, we can take A2. And suppose this is a section 2 made up by cast iron material. So in that time, take the value of E is equal to E for base, e to the base CI, CI for cast iron. And this is a value given in the problem. Similarly, we can calculate the delta L3 for section 2. Same formula, PL upon EAE. P is the common. Instead of L, we can take L3, A3, and E. Suppose this is material again made up of steel. So in that case, we can take E for steel. So this is the theory part. Uh, we have to draw the diagram in your notebook. Write down some. I will give some write up. Or shall I give the notes? Hello?
Sir, give the notes.
Notes. But at the time, it is difficult to solve the problems without writing some theory part. So I think very less calculation is given. As per my opinion, at least 3 to 4 lines are there. We have to draw the one diagram. Draw the diagram. Type the heading. Type number 2. Problems on the on bar of fairing cross section area. Draw the write down the title. Below that title, below the title, below the title, write down or draw the diagram. Draw this diagram. In that drawing the diagram, and that we have to show the applying forces L1, A1, L2, L3, A4, section 1, section 2, and section 3. After the diagram, now consider a bar. Consider a bar. Consider a bar of different length, consider a bar of consider a bar of different length, comma area of cross section and diameter subjected to axial load P shown in figure. Write down this sentence. Write down the trace and deformation of length. The trace and deformation of the length caused in each of the section caused in each of the section of the bar are different. Even the axial load acting on the bar is the same. The meaning of that, we are applying the same force P for common for all section. Then also traces, strain and elongation for each section should be different. Meaning for this sentence. Up to same, we have tried. Don't write this part. Over. Up to this point, we have written in the notebook title type number 2. Consider we have drawn one diagram. Section 1, section 2, section 3. They are showing L1, A1, L2, A2, L3, A4. And the applied force, that is axial force P, is the common for the all section. The meaning our diagram, we are applying the same force for all section, even though force will be common, but stress, strain, and elongation for each section should be different. This is the meaning of that sentence. Now, write down. Write down. Trace in section 1. Write down. Trace in section 1. Trace in section 1. Next, write down. Sigma 1 is equal to that is the trace in section number 1 is equal to load upon area of section 1, that is the P upon A1. Similarly, strain in section 1, that is E1 is equal to sigma 1 divided by E. Strain in section 1, E1 is equal to sigma 1 upon E1. Don't write this formula. How we have taken this formula? That is the basic definition. Hooke's law. Stress is directly proportional to strain. For removing the proportionality sign, we have taken elasticity constant. So stress is equal to E into strain. So we have to calculate the value of strain. So E is equal to sigma upon E. We are calculating the strain in section 1, number 1. So instead of strain, we can take E to the base 1. E1 is equal to sigma 1 divided by E. Sometimes we can take an E1. When we have to take the E1 and when we have to take the E. Who will give the answer? Who will give the answer? Sometimes we are giving the E, or sometimes we are giving instead of E, we can put the E1 value. When we are
When the cross section, when the different when the materials are of made up of different materials. Sections are of made up different material.
Correct. Whenever in problem they are mentioning section 1, section 2 and section 3, they are made up of different material. So in that time we can take E1, E2 and E3. That is the E1 means what? Elasticity constant of material number 1 or section number 1, E2 for section number 2 and E3 for section number 3. Sometime instead of E1, E2, E3, they are writing E base to the Al, E to the base to Ci. Means what? These are the material: cast iron, aluminum, E to the base steel. This is the E is the property of material. Elasticity, it is the property of material. It depends upon the material. Which types of material we are taking, depending upon that material, value of E will be the vary. So this is the strain E1. Now uh, this is the formula number 1. That is sigma 1. That is the E1. Now hence change in length. Write down change in length. That is the delta L1. Write down formula P L1 divided by A1 E1. Same formula we are using. Delta L is equal to PL upon AE. We are calculating the deformation of section number 1. So we have taken delta L1 is equal to PL. P is a common. L1 for length of section number 1. A1. Give the equation number 1. Delta L1 is equal to PL, PL1 divided by A1 E1. This is equation number 1. Now this is the stress, strain and change in length or elongation of section number 1. Similarly, we have to calculate stress, strain and elongation of section number 2. आता तुम्हाला काय सांगितले बघा, we have calculated the stress, strain and strain for section number 1. Similarly, in your notebook, analysis of section number 2 and calculate the sigma 2, E1 and delta L2. Calculate करा. तुम्हाला सेक्शन 1 सांगितले, सेक्शन 2 तुम्ही कॅल्क्युलेट करा. राईट ऑन युअर नोटबुक analysis of your 2 number. Write down analysis of section 2, analysis of section 2 and take the reference of how we have calculated the stress, strain and elongation of body number 1 or section number 1. Similarly, take the reference of section number 1 and calculate the stress, strain and elongation, that is sigma 2, E2 and delta L2 for section number 2 and write down your notebook. Similarly, section 2 and section 3. I will give 3 to 5 minutes, 3 minutes for section 2 and section 3. Everyone should write down your notebook. If you have any problems for calculating stress, strain and deformation for section 2, please ask me. Otherwise, whenever you don't have any problem, we have to give the move the process further, section 2 and section 3. Ultimate aim of type number 2, we have to calculate the traces, strain and deformation of section 1, section 2 and section 3. Even we are applying the common force on all the sections, then traces, strain and deformation will be the different. So we have calculated sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3. Similarly, strains E1, E2 and E3. Similarly, deformation of section 1, 2, 3, delta L1, delta L2 and delta L3. Over analysis of section 1, section 2 and section 3. Over I give the equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. Equation 1 for delta L1. Similarly, equation 2 here equation 2 for delta L3, and equation 3 for delta L3. This is the equation number 1, 2, 3. Equation 1 for delta L1, equation 2 for delta L2, and equation 3 for delta L3. That is the change in length for section 1, change in length for section 2, and change in length for section 3. Any problem? Please ask me. Write is over.
No, sir.
Over.
Over, sir, over.
Over. Now, I will ask the question for all students. We have calculated traces in each section. We have calculated strain in each section. I want find out total extension of this section, or total deformation of this section. We are applying the common force of that body. I want total deformation. Total deformation we can calculate it, or I will give the notation delta L. How to calculate the total deformation of all section? मला काय करायचं बघा, total deformation करायचं. How to calculate the total deformation of all section? Who will give the answer? Already,
Addition of
correct.
three
Very good.
sections.
Very good.
Deformation.
Correct. Already we have calculated the separate deformation of each section. That is delta L1, delta L2, and delta 3. Make sum of this all section. That is the addition of delta L1, delta L2, and delta 3. Will get the total deformation of each section. In examination, they are asking the question total extension of the bar or total deformation of the bar. In that case, we have to calculate the value of delta L. Don't we can use the common formula delta L1, L2. We have to calculate the separate value of delta L2, L1, L2, L3 and make addition. Otherwise, in only one formula, we can calculate the delta L. Now write down. Therefore, total change in length, write down everyone. Total change in length is equal to the sum of SUM addition, sum of changes in lengths of individual section. Total change in length is equal to the sum of changes in lengths of individual section. Full stop. Therefore, write down. In your screen, they are showing delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2 plus delta L3. Sometimes some students are calculating the delta L1, delta L2, delta L3 are separate, but some students having good in calculation. They are having confidence in only one equation. We have to calculate the delta L. Already we have calculated the value of delta L1, delta L2, delta L3. That is the P1 upon PL1 divided by A1 E. With the help of this formula, we can calculate delta L, delta L2, and delta 3. Just put this numerical value in the formula and we can calculate the delta L. This is one method to calculate the delta 1. But some students having brilliant, they are having confidence about our calculation. So instead of that, they are writing the directly formula. What is the formula? Delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2 plus delta L3. Now they are putting the common value. What is the delta L1? PL1 divided by A1 E1 plus PL2 divided by A2 E plus PL3 divided by A3 E3. Now in this formula, P and E is the common. Suppose they are considering the same material, all section made up of same material, so they are taking the value of E will be the common. So P is the common and E will be common. They are taking the common from three of them. So P upon A, remaining part take into bracket, that is the L1, A1, L2, A2, L2, A2, and L3, A3. Write down delta L is equal to, put the value, write down this write up. Right up to here. Delta L is equal to P upon E divided by L1 divided by A1 plus L2 divided by A2 plus L3 divided by A3. In both way, we can calculate the value of delta L, no problem. We can we can calculate separate value of delta L1, L2, and L3, no problem. Some students, in this formula, directly put the value of P. P is given in the problem. Put the value of P. Suppose all material made up of same material, in that time E will be the common value. L1, L2, L3, these are the length of section 1, section 2, and section 3. A1, A2, A3. How to calculate A1, A2, A3? That is the area of body number 1. Sometimes they are giving A1, A2, A3, or sometimes they are giving the value of diameters. With the help of diameter, pi by 4 into d square. With the help of the diameter, we can calculate A1, A2, A3. And put the value A1, A2, A3, we can calculate the delta L. This is the time saving method. We can put the directly formula, direct value of this given data and find out the delta L. Here we have to calculate the value of delta L1, L2, L3 separate. In that time, some time will be required, from extra time is required for calculating this separate. So this is the formula, make common bracket. This is the formula for same material, all sections made up of same material. In that time, we can use the common for E. But they are also given, the above equation is used when the section of the bar have the same modulus of elasticity. Write down this sentence. Above equation is used when the sections of the bar have same modulus of elasticity. Into bracket, write down same materials. Same material. Full stop. Next, write down if material of each section, will be different. Material of each section will be different. In that case, write down this formula. Delta L is equal to P into bracket L1 divided by E1. आता काय होईल बघा, E कॉमन नाही आपला, सेपरेट आहे. त्यामुळे काय होईल इथं E1, E2 and E3, because of we have considered the different material for different sections. So elasticity constant will be different for each material. So formula will be different for different material. So write down formula. Delta L is equal to P into bracket L1, E1, A1 over so this is a theoretical part for type number 2. If you have any problems for type number 2 for theory problem, यामध्ये कोणाला काय शंका असेल तर विचारा. Otherwise we will move to the problems. How to solve the problems, numerical treatment. Because of in examination they are not asking or they are not concentrating on the theory part. they directly asking the problems. So without wasting our time, if you have any problems related to the theory part for type number 2, please ask me. Otherwise, I will take directly move to the problems. Any problems? बघा, एक थोडं 2 मिनिटात तुम्हाला माहितीच सांगतो बघून या टाईप प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये काय करायचं आहे बघा. जर आतापर्यंत कोणाला कळलं नसेल टाईप नंबर 2, तर थोडंसं लक्ष द्या. थोडासा मी माहितीच सांगतो बघा. थोडंसं लक्ष द्या. अतिशय सोपा पार्ट आहे, काही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नाही. फक्त आपण भरपूर वेळ घेतलेला आहे, त्यामुळे तुम्हाला वाटत असेल काय कॉम्प्लिकेटेड पार्ट नाही. काय केलंय बघा, सुरुवातीची टाईप नंबर 1 घेतला होता आपण. त्या टाईप नंबर 1 मध्ये काय होतं, एक सेक्शन होता. एक सेक्शन मध्ये आपण काय करत होतो, थ्रॉट सेक्शन हा सेम होता. मग त्यामध्ये कुठेही डायमीटर व्हॅरी नव्हता. एकच सेक्शन होता, त्यामध्ये एक डायमीटर होता, एकच लेंथ होती. डेल्टा एल इक्वल टू पी एल अपॉन एन हे आपण चेंज इन लेंथ काढत होतो. सिग्मा पी अपॉन एन सिग्मा काढत होतो. आणि स्ट्रेस अपॉन इलेसिटी सिग्मा अपॉन इन आपण स्ट्रेन काढत होतो. पण जर प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये सेक्शन जर चेंज झाला, तर सेक्शन जर चेंज झाला, तर आपल्याला सेक्शन जर चेंज झाला आणि जरी पी कॉमन असला, तर स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन आणि डिफॉर्मेशन आपलं व्हॅरी होणार आहे. कारण ती डिपेंड कशावर असणार आहे, लेंथ आणि एरियावर डिपेंड आहे. बरोबर आहे का? एरिया चेंज झाला, स्ट्रेस चेंज झाला, लेंथ चेंज झाली, स्ट्रेन चेंज झाला आणि टोटल डिफॉर्मेशन तुमचं चेंज होणार आहे. तर ह्यावेळेस आपल्याला प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये विचारते त्यांनी स्ट्रेस काढा, स्ट्रेन काढा आणि डिफॉर्मेशन काढा. तर कॉमन फॉर्म्युला तुम्ही यूज करू शकता. स्ट्रेस इज इक्वल टू पी अपॉन ए. कुठेही बेसिक तुम्ही सोडू नका. स्ट्रेस इज इक्वल टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया ही कॉमन फॉर्म्युला आहे. आणि स्ट्रेन इज इक्वल टू ट्रेस अपॉन ई हा पण कॉमन फॉर्म्युला आहे. आणि डेल्टा एल इज इक्वल टू पी एल अपॉन ई हाच फक्त फॉर्म्युला आहे. जसा सेक्शन चेंज होईल तसं आपण काय केलं तर व्हॅल्यू चेंज झाले. तर बघा, तुम्हाला जरी थिअरी थोडी जर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड वाटत असेल, तर डायरेक्टली एक प्रॉब्लेम घेतला, तर प्रॉब्लेम घेतला का ऑटोमॅटिक तुम्हाला सगळ्या गोष्टी क्लिअर होतील. तर काय करा, राईट डाऊन प्रॉब्लेम नंबर 1 फॉर टाईप नंबर 2. सगळ्यांनी प्रॉब्लेम लिहून घ्या आणि डायग्राम ड्रॉ करा. तुमच्या स्क्रीनवर तुम्हाला प्रॉब्लेम दिसते सगळ्यांना बघून? हॅलो,
Yes, sir. Visible.
इट इज विजिबल? If you have any problems, please ask me. Write down problem. An axial pull. लिहून घ्या प्रॉब्लेम. रीड करायची गरज वाटत नाही मला. Write down problem. The axial pull of 35,000 Newton that is the load is given, is acting on a bar consists of a three lengths means what? They are giving the three sections, different length. Shown in figure. Younger modulus only one is given, means what? We have to consider all section having same materials. Otherwise, they are giving different E for different section. So in this problem, they are giving common E. That is the E. Younger modulus E is equal to 2.1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. And they are asking the question, determine the traces in each section and total extension. Traces in each section means what? We have to calculate the value of sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3. And second question, they are asking total extension. Total extension, meaning of total extension, total deformation means what? We have to calculate the value of delta EL. Now, any problems for given section? Draw the diagram. Draw the diagram. They are giving load, that is 35,000 Newton load. They are giving different length, 20 centimeter, 25 centimeter and 22 centimeter. Section 1, section 2 and section 3. And they are giving diameter. Some problem they are given value of A1, A2, A3. Some problem they are giving the value of D1, D2, D3. We can write a small d1 or capital D1, no problem. As per my knowledge, instead of capital D1 we can write small d1. It will be better. Small d1 given 2 centimeter, small d2 given 3 centimeter, and small d3 given 5 centimeter. These are the diameters. No problem. With the help of the diameter, we can calculate a1, a2, a3. Diagram is over. Any problem for diagram? Any problem? काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे का डायग्राम मध्ये? डायग्राम मध्ये गिव्हन क्वेश्चन्स सगळ्यांनी कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करा. दिस इज द फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लेम फॉर टाइप नंबर 2. व्हेरी सिंपल प्रॉब्लेम्स. Just give the concentration. Now after that, problem is over. Uh, this is data given in examination. Sometimes diagram is given, or sometimes they are giving diameter and different length. With the help of given data, we have to draw the diagrams. In this problem, they are giving the diagram showing the applied load. Different cross section will be vary. With the help of diameter, we can say that section 1, section 2, and section 3 will be vary. They are giving L1, L2, L3, but all parameters given in small quantity, that is Newton per mm square. But please concentrate on length and diameter. Length and diameter they are given in the centimeter. So always I have given in previous lecture. Always all dimension keep into the smaller length. So we have to convert centimeter into mm. We have to convert that L1, L2, L3 into mm, and again we have to convert D1, D2 into the small quantity, that is the mm. So write down given data. What is given? Given axial pull is given. Axial pull means what? Load is given. Load is given. P is equal to 35,000 Newton. Here no requirement. So always they are giving load in Newton. So does not require to convert that Newton into kilonewton. Keep it as is. P is 35,000 Newton. Second, length of section 1, L1 is equal to 20 centimeter is given. Correct? So we have to multiply by, I have given conversion. 1 centimeter is equal to, what is this value? 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. So we have to multiply by 20 into 10, we'll get 220 mm. Similarly, D1 means what? Diameter of section number 1. They are given 2 centimeter. Again, we have to convert 2 centimeter into mm. That is 2 into 10. That is 20 mm. Now, for calculation of stress, what the formula? How to calculate sigma 1? Sigma 1 is equal to force upon area. That is P upon A1. P is the common. No problem. They are given the problem value of P. How to calculate A1? That is the pi by 4 into D square. D is given. Put the value and find the value of A1. What is the value of A1? Clear sanga? What is the value of A1? How to calculate the value of A1? Area of section number 1. What is the answer?
100 pi.
100 pi. Take the value of pi and give the numerical answer. Put the value of pi. 100 pi पुढे आहे माझ्या, त्याला मल्टिप्लाय करा. What is the answer?
314.15. 314.15.
Correct. 360.
314.159.
314.159.
159.
Area mm square. This is the answer. 314.159 mm square. This is the section area of body number 1. Any problem? After the knowing the value of P and A1, now calculate the sigma 1. Sigma 1 काढा बघू. What is the formula of sigma 1? Sigma 1 is equal to P upon A1. P already given in the problem. A1 is given. Put the value of P and A1 and calculate the value of sigma 1. काय ते आन्सर सांगा मला. What is sigma 1?
111.408.
In text message, give me the answers. All students, in chatting message or in message, we have to give the answer. Diksha Admile has given 114.40. Rahul Khadke has given. Rahul Khadke, please check the answer. Very good. Gaurav, check your answer. Sorry, Gaurav is correct. Soham, check your answer. 11.40, it is the wrong answer. See the answer. In your screen, they are showing the answer 11.408. It is the correct answer, Newton per mm square. Because all dimension we have taken in Newton, force we have taken in Newton, and area we have taken in mm square. So final answer 11.408 Newton per mm square. Correct. Similarly, this is the trace. They are asking traces in each section. Means what? We have to calculate sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3. Now we have calculated the value of sigma 1. Similarly, take the reference of above equation, that is section 1. We have to calculate sigma 2 and sigma 3. जर sigma 1 कळला असेल तर sigma 2 and sigma 3 calculate करा. Correct. Anil Dongre has given calculated all value. Check the answer. All solution are ready. Sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3 are ready. Please just check the answer. Very good. I think number of students are giving the solutions. I think as per my knowledge or as per your given answer, type number 2, I think understood. This is the first problem. Then number of students, they are solving the problem or they are giving the correct answer. Very good. Calculate sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. Sigma 1 is given, sigma 2, sigma 1 calculated, sigma 2 is equal to 49.51 Newton per mm square. Sigma 3 is equal to 17.83. Completed. Now, I will ask the common question. Those who are completed sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3, that student, I am asking the question. Sometimes they are asking the maximum trace induced in each section, or they are asking the question maximum trace induced in the given figure. Maximum trace, how to calculate the maximum trace? How to calculate the maximum trace? मॅक्झिमम ट्रेस कसा कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा? एक सेक्शन दिला तुम्हाला, सेक्शन 1, सेक्शन 2 and section 3. In that all 3 sections, we have to calculate the maximum trace induced. How to calculate? मॅक्झिमम ट्रेस कसा काढायचा? एक मेथड आहे बघा, तिन्हीचा ट्रेस काढून आपण चेक करू शकतो. वी हॅव कॅल्क्युलेटेड सिग्मा 1, सिग्मा 2, सिग्मा 3. With the help of this sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3, we have to compare the 3 traces and check the maximum value. This is the maximum trace. And now check the diagram. Now check the diagram, section 1, section 2, and section 3. What will be understood that? By checking the value of trace and by seeing the diagram of all section. What is your conclusion?
क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया ज्याचा कमी आहे
Right, very good. Those section having cross section area should be minimum because of what is the basic formula of trace? Trace is equal to force upon area. Correct? Because of that, trace is inversely proportional to area. Means what? The section having area minimum, that time trace will be the maximum. Whenever area will be maximum, trace will be minimum. So that check the section number 1. the section number 1, area of section number 1 will be the or should have minimum, so that trace will be the maximum. Suppose they are asking the question, calculate the maximum trace. Just we have to check the cross section area. Cross section area will be minimum, trace will be the maximum. चेक करा सेक्शन नंबर 3 कसा आहे बघा. एरिया मॅक्झिमम आहे कारण डायमीटर किती दिसते 5 सेंटीमीटर आहे. एरिया मॅक्झिमम आहे म्हणजे ट्रेस काय असणार आहे मिनिमम आहे. चेक करा सोल्युशन. सोडून जर चेक केलं जेवढा एरिया लहान असेल तेवढा ट्रेस मॅक्झिमम असणार आहे. त्याचं प्रूफ कशामुळे आपण हे केलं प्रूफ केलं तर चेक द बेसिक डेफिनेशन ऑफ ट्रेस. ट्रेस इज इक्वल टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया. विथ हेल्प ऑफ दिस फॉर्म्युला द फॉर्म्युला शोईंग दॅट ट्रेस इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द एरिया. जेवढा एरिया कमी असेल ट्रेस मॅक्झिमम असणार आहे. जेवढा एरिया जास्त असेल ट्रेस मॅक्झिमम असणार. नाव एनी प्रॉब्लेम हाऊ टू कॅल्क्युलेट ट्रेसेस. कोणला प्रॉब्लेम आहे का भाऊ. सिग्मा 1 सिग्मा 2 सिग्मा 3 एनी प्रॉब्लेम. सिग्मा 1 सिग्मा 2 आणि सिग्मा 3 मध्ये कोणला प्रॉब्लेम असतो विचारा. अदरवाइज वी विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. बिकॉज ऑफ we have solved the question number 1, traces in each rod. This question was over, completed. Any problem? I think no problem. का कोणला प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर विचार आताच. If any problem? No problem. Akshay, any problem? Akshay Hitia, any problem?
No sir, no problem.
Shall I move to the next calculation?
Yes sir.
Okay. Some of student has I think calculated total extension, but once again this is the first problem. I will give the explanation. Now question number 1 was over. We will move to the question number 2. They are asking the question to calculate the total extension. This is the common word. They are using extension, elongation, total deformation. These are the common words. In this question they are asking the total elongation. In this problem E will be the common, so we will use the formula number 1. What is the formula? Or instead of that we can use delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2 plus delta L3. We can calculate separate delta L, that is the P L1 divided by A1 E. With the help of this formula we can calculate delta L1, delta L2, delta L3, and now put the value of value delta L1, delta L2, L3 and calculate delta L. This is the one method, no problem. Those students are easily calculate this delta L1, delta L2, delta L3. We can find out the separate value and put this formula. Now check the answer. Now we can use this formula also. Total extension, that is the P upon E. Because of P is the common, E is the common. We have taken outside the bracket. L1 divided by A1 plus L2 divided by A2 plus L3 divided by A2. Now P given in the problem. E is the common because of we have considered all material having we have considered all materials we have same. So E will be the common. L1, L2, L3. These are the length of section 1, section 2 and section 3. And already we have calculated value of A1, A2, A3. Now just put the value and check the answer, that is the delta L1. I will give the 2 minutes for the calculation and now check the answer. Hello. Check the answer. What is the answer? They are showing correct or any problem? 0.183. This is my answer. Our book answer. Correct.
Correct.
With formula, this formula or this formula we have calculated. This is, I will give the formula number 1 or equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Number of student, I think, calculated by equation number 2 or 1.
2, sir.
Which equation?
2.
Okay. Now check the answer. 0.183. This is my answer. Ajit Gaikwad, your answer is over. Gaikwad.
Yes, sir.
Over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Over.
Any problem?
No, sir. All clear.
Okay. Gaurav Karande.
Yes, sir.
Over.
Over, sir. Over.
Okay. Prashant Mali. Prashant Mali. Rahul Gaikwad. Gaikwad.
Over, sir. Over, sir.
Over. Any problem?
No problem, sir.
Okay, very good. Next, Shubham Gandule. Shubham.
Yes, sir.
What? Yes, sir means what?
सर रेंज नव्हती म्हणून लेफ्ट.
बर. रेंज कधी असते मग?
हा
आता आहे ना?
नाही सर हाय आता सर.
ओके. स्वप्नील उबाळे.
हा. येस सर.
Over. Problem is over.
येस सर.
What is the answer? Delta L.
0.1845.
Okay. MM.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. I think I have randomly checked that. I think number of students has solved this problem. Any problems from type number 2? It is a very simple type of your any problems. Please ask me. Hello? Any problem? Or shall I take second problem?
Sir, second problem.
Okay, very good. Now write down problem number 2. Problem number 2. Diagram is given. This is problem number 2. Draw the diagram. 3 sections are given. 40 kilonewton load is applied axially on the body. Section 1, section 2, and section 3 is given. Section 1, phi is equal to 30 mm. Section 2, 20 mm. And section number 3, diameter is given 40 mm. And length is given L1, L2, L3. That is 180 mm is given. First of all, write down the problem in your notebook. Written. In this problem, the value of E is given giganewton per meter square. Giganewton per meter square. But our ultimate EM, we have to convert E in Newton per mm square. So we have taken giga, means what, 10 raised to 3. That is 114 to 10 raised to 3 Newton. Again, meter square means what, 10 raised to 6 mm square. The final conversion already previous problem, I think previous lecture I have given how to convert that giganewton meter square into Newton per meter square. I have taken conversion, and final solution for E is equal to 140 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. Now I will give the 10 minutes, or I think we give the 5 to 10 minutes. We have to solve your own in your notebook and give me the answers. Uh, Please write down given data and I take the reference of previous problem. Please solve the problem. They are asking find the total elongation on the bar. So in this problem, it is does not require to calculate the sigma 1, sigma 2, and sigma 3. We have to calculate directly delta L. And in chart, give the answer. In what is the value of delta L? That is the elongation, nothing but delta L. Take your time, write down given data, calculate A1, A2, A3, write down the formula, put the value, make proper calculation, and give me the answer. Hello. What is the answer? Tell me the answer.
Sir, 0.291 mm.
0.291 mm. Okay. I am not having answer. Please, another student, any answer? Delta L 0.291 mm. Student has given answer 0.291 mm. Correct. Correct. Kunal Shetty has given, Ajit has given, Aniket Kapse, Anil Dungre. I think it is correct answer. 3 to 5 students has given 0.291 mm. Correct. Any another student? Correct. Don't make copy the answer. Check your notebook with the help of your calculator and given data. Your own, we have to find out the answer. Otherwise, it is very difficult to solve the problem in examination your own. Now, that's why I have given the instruction before sitting the exam, in mom lecture, we have to sit along with notebook and our calci. Then and then only it is possible to solve the problems, or otherwise it is very difficult at the end of this lecture, or at the end of this syllabus. It is very difficult to solve the problems. एक मेंटली तयार करा किंवा हॅबिट तयार करा की बाबा स्वतःचं कॅल्क्युलेशन स्वतः करतोय, नाहीतर एक्झामला भरपूर प्रॉब्लेम येणार आहेत. Now, second problem, write down for homework. Second problem, write down for homework. Those having completed, of those who has completed the previous problem, just write down the third problem for homework. A steel bar is 900 mm long. Its two ends are 40 mm and 30 mm in diameter. And length of each rod is 200 mm long. Middle portion of the bar is 15 mm in diameter and 500 mm long. If the bar is subjected to axial tensile load of 15 kilonewton. Now, calculating the traces in each section, total extension, and E is given. So, problem was over, written problem. In this problem, they are not giving the diagrams. So, some students are confusing about the drawing the diagram, how to draw the diagram. Now problem was over. Problem लिहून घेतला का सांगा. This is similar problem for section problem number 1, but in problem number 1 they are giving the diagram. But in this problem, that is problem number 3, in this problem they are not giving the diagrams. How to draw the diagram? Now read the problem carefully. Problem लिहून झाला सगळ्यांना सांगा. झाला? Yes or no?
No, sir.
किती वेळ लागते अजून? लिहून घ्या पटकन. Over. Now I think all students has written the problems. Now this is a very simple problem, but we have to draw the diagram. How to draw the diagram? Now see, I will read the problem. A steel bar is 900 mm long. A steel bar is given, having total length. See the keep in mind the total length is given. That is 900 mm long. But total length किती असणार आहे 900. In that, its two ends are 40 mm and 30 mm in diameter. आता बघा, जर ह्या डायग्रामचा रेफरन्स घेतो बघा, एखादी डायग्राम काढली तर तुझी दोन एंडचं डायमीटर किती? हा एंड नंबर 1 आणि एंड नंबर 2 जर धरला आपण, एक 30 mm इथे दिला 30 mm and second is the 40 mm. Now and length it's 200 mm. Sorry, length of each rod म्हणजे एंडिंगची दोन एंड आहेत, त्या दोन्ही एंडची लेंथ किती आहे? दिस इज द 200 mm and this is the 200 mm. Correct? Total length किती आहे? 900 mm. In that two टू एंड्स किती आहेत 200 डायमीटर किती आहेत 30 mm अँड 40 mm. नाव मिडल पोर्शन ऑफ द बार, मिडल पोर्शन म्हणजे हा पोर्शन असणार. मिडल पोर्शन किती डायमीटर, मिडल पोर्शन हॅव्हिंग डायमीटर 15 mm. मिडल पोर्शन हॅव्हिंग 15 mm डायमीटर. आता राहिली किती 200 गेली तरी प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये दिले 500 mm इन लेंथ. म्हणजे ही काय झाला मिडल पोर्शनची लेंथ 500 mm लेंथ जाईल. And tensile load is given. Load is given. What is the load value? 15 kilonewton. 15 kilonewton. Now draw the diagrams. Now the diagram for this problem. Three section is given. Total length 900 mm. Diameter D1, D2, D3. Now draw the diagram. For next lecture, whatever I have given task, that is your homework problem, please solve it. For next lecture, first of all, I will take the answer from your side for given problem, and then we'll start the next problem, next lecture. So give some little bit space depending upon previous problem, and will please solve the problem at your home after the lectures. Now diagram is over. Now, over. Now, in type number 2, already we have taken 3 problems. In that problem, they are giving the value of P, and we are calculating the value of sigma, strain, and deformation. Correct? In now we'll take the problem. In that problem, they are giving the delta L, and we have to calculate the value of P. Same formula we have to use, but they are asking the question to calculate the value of P. Now we'll take the next problem. Now read the problem. Write down the problem. A member formed by connecting rod. Write down the problem. Everyone, please write down the problem. Hello, or Eurin has written the problem. Somewhat
Yes, sir.
different problem than previous problem. Already in previous three problems, same problem they are giving, but in this problem they are asking the different parameter. They are asking to calculate the value of p. But previous problem they are giving the value of p, and they are asking the question calculate the delta L. Now I will read the problem. A member formed by connecting a steel bar to aluminum bar is shown in figure. Where is figure? Figure is not given. Correct. Now, assuming that a bar are presented from buckling sideway, calculate the magnitude of force P. Means what? We have to calculate the value of P. That will causes the total length of the member to be decreases. What is the point 25? Point 25. What is this?
Change in length.
Correct. They are giving delta L is equal to 0.25. The value of elastic modulus for steel and aluminum. How many sections are there in this problem? How many sections are there? Section 1, 2, 3, 4. How many sections are there? Ah, two sections are given. Correct? Because of they are giving two elasticity. How they are using the one material is the steel material and second is the aluminum. They are giving different elastic value. E1 means what? E for elasticity and E for aluminum material means what? They are giving two different value. Now we'll draw the diagram. I think diagram is not given. What the diameter? A1 or A1 means what? Area is given 250 and 1000. P is unknown. Correct? This is section 1 and this is section 2. Area that is A1. A1 250 and what is the A2 1000 mm square. Draw the diagram along with me. Section 1, section 2, A1, A2. Length L1 300 mm and L2 380 mm. Correct? Okay. Write down given data. Length of steel bar L1 is equal 30 centimeter. डायग्राम मध्ये दिले असणार आपल्याला डायग्राम नसल्यामुळे त्यांनी आपल्याला दाखवलं आपण 30 सेंटीमीटर घ्या कन्वर्ट सेंटीमीटर इंटू mm that is 300 mm. Next A1 sometime they are giving 5 into 5 means what 25 or 5 meter into 5 meter that is 25 meter square. We have to convert meter square into mm square. चुकले कन्वर्जन जरा इथे सेंटीमीटर असणार आहे 5 into 5 centimeter square. How to convert 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Correct? Means what 1 centimeter square means what 10 sa square that is 100 into 25 that is 250. Next E1 2.1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. L2 38 centimeter that is 380 mm. E2. Write down the given data up to here. Any problem for given data? तुम्ही डायग्राम काढा कन्वर्जन करा इथे सेंटीमीटर आहे बघा चेक करा 25 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वेअर और now Same formula. What is the formula? Delta L. Formula delta L is equal to, what is the formula? P divided by E into bracket L1 A1 plus L2 A2. This is the common formula. But in this case, value of E different for different material. So you will not get common. So L1 divided by E1 A1 plus L2 divided by E2 and A2. Now L1 L2 is given. L1 L2 is given in the problem. A1 A2 is given. E1 E2 is given. Delta L is given. Only we have to find out the value of P. Now put all the values and find the answer of P. I will not show the answer. Please put all the values. Write down the formula this and find out the answer P. Put all the values delta L, L1, L2, A1, A2, E1, E2 and find the P.
सर
हा.
A1 सर तिथं 2500 येतं mm square.
No. This value is given centimeter square.
25 centimeter square.
Ha. 25
Is
into
equal 100.
correct. 25 into 100. Very good. 2500 2500 mm square. Correct. आता ऍक्च्युली प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये डायग्राम दिली, आपण डायग्राम टाकायचं झाल्यामुळे थोडं हे करा. नो प्रॉब्लेम. 2500 mm स्क्वेअर. आता डायग्राम मध्ये जर एरिया चेंज झाला तर ही डायग्राम सुद्धा आपल्याला थोडीफार चेंज करावं लागणार आहे, कारण आपण हा एरिया किती घेतला होता, 300 घेतला होता लेंथ आणि एरिया 250, त्यामुळे लहान दाखवला. मग एरिया काय होईल, थोडा हा लार्ज येणार आहे. डायग्राम अशी होईल. लक्षात आहे का बघा, आणि एरिया जेवढा जास्त असेल तो जास्त दाखवा, हा कमी दाखवा. टेक A1 इज इक्वल टू 2500 mm स्क्वेअर. त्यांनी कॅल्क्युलेशन काय घेतलंय गो, नो प्रॉब्लेम. What is the answer? Answer. Tell me the answer. What is the value of force P? P required for deformation. 41.66 kilonewton. Ajit, please check your answer. 46 you have given. Now check the answer. Answer बरोबर आहे का चुकले? This is correct answer or wrong answer?
सर तिथं 1000 येत नाही सर. 380
380.
divided by 7 into 10 raised to 4 into 10,000 येते सर तिथं.
10,000 कसं येतं? इथे काय एरिया दिला? 100 सेंटीमीटर स्क्वेअर दिले ना.
सर 10,000 येते.
10,000 येते
हा
का?
हा
बरं ठीक आहे. पण चुकले कॅल्क्युलेशन. ठीक आहे. जर ती घेतलं तर किती येते आन्सर मग? इथं 10,000 घेतलं तर
66 kilonewton.
41.66 kilonewton.
Yes sir.
और 10 raised to 3 Newton और 41.66 kilonewton. करेक्ट येते का? हा एवढं तर येते का आन्सर?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think 4 to 5 student has given correct answer. What about remaining students? Please check your answer. You don't concentrate on numerical value. Take 10,000, 1,000, but depending upon the numerical value, the answer should be vary. Suppose all student has taken 10,000, then answer should be 41.66 kilonewton. Pise, Balaji,
Yes, sir.
what is your answer?
न्यूटन मध्ये दाखवलंय मी त्यामुळे तसं.
हा बरोबर आहे ना?
हा यस.
Correct, no problem. Gaurav Karande, what is your answer? Gaurav Karande,
Yes, sir. 41.636.
correct. Next, Pramod Avlekar, what is your answer?
41.36.
41.636. Correct. Next, Shivani Nani, what is your answer?
41.66.
Very good. Any problem? Kunal. Kunal,
Yes, sir.
what is your answer? Your answer?
41.66.
Okay. I think randomly I have checked. Number of students has given correct answer. In chat message also given correct answer 41.66. This is a somewhat different problem for as compared to previous problem. So these are the homeworks. Please write down the 3 homework problem. Already I have given one problem. These are the 3 homework problems. Please write down. And I have given solution in bracket. Please write down solution and please check also it is correct or it is wrong. This is a book problem. Sometimes they are giving wrong answer also. As per your calculation, please check the answer. Write down 3 problems for homework.
Sir, क्वेश्चनची स्क्रीन प्रेझेंट करावी.
Hello. Over problem. Roll number 1, please give the attendance. 2,
Yes, sir. Roll number 1 is present.
2 absent. 3, 4. Roll number.
Yes, sir.
Roll number 2 or 3. 3, 4,
Roll number 3, sir.
4,
3.
5,
Yes, sir.
6, 7.
Yes, sir.
Roll number 7 absent. 8. Roll number 9. Roll number 10.
Yes, sir. Roll
9.
number 9.
10.
Yes, sir.
10 absent. 11. 12.
Present, sir.
13.
Yes,
13. 14.
Yes, sir.
15.
Yes, sir.
15. 15. 16. 17. 18.
Yes, sir.
19.
Yes, sir.
20. 21. 22. 23.
Yes.
23. 24. 24. 25.
Sir. 17. Sir. 17.
17. Okay. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 29. 29. 30.
Yes, sir.
31.
Yes, sir.
32. 32. 33. 34. 35.
Yes, sir.
36. 37.
Yes, sir.
38. 39. 40.
Yes, sir.
41.
Yes, sir.
42. 42. 42 absent. 43. 44.
Yes, sir.
45.
Present, sir.
46.
Present.
47. 48.
Yes, sir.
49.
Yes, sir.
50.
Yes, sir.
51. 52. 53.
Yes, sir.
54. 55. 56. 57. 58.
58 present, sir.
58.
58.
Correct. 59.
Present, sir.
60.
Present, sir.
61.
Present, sir.
62. 63.
Present, sir.
64. 65.
Yes, sir.
66. 67,
Yes, sir.
68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. Okay, shall you stop here?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Roll number
34.
Roll number
2.
2. Okay. Any other
sir.
students?
30,
Sir,
34.
35,
34.
34. Correct. Any other?
sir, question later.
17, sir.
17.
17.
Okay, over. Next. Next, any other problem for attendance? Please solve the problems. Those problems you have given for homework. Please solve the problem.
Sir, third question later.
Railay.
Ha.
Okay. Those having problem, please write down. Over.
Over, sir.
Over.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Shall I stop here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Balaji.